overtime.
We've got 3 2-minute rounds coming your way. Here we go.
Here we go. Meeting in the middle, touching gloves. The Darce Knight setting his range early.
Couple of big shots poked through there for Fredo. Absolutely dropped him. Nice overhand left there for Fredo.
Fredo doing a great job about using his punches to come inside and take away distance. Mathieu is the longer fighter of the two and can maintain his range if allowed to. So Fredo's doing the right thing by bombing in hard, forcing Matt to cover so that he can get inside and land his own shots.
He's landing some heavy lefts.
Sometimes the answer to a technical opponent is to just be a bully about things. Fredo's landed some big shots here.
He really is.
But
That
Mathieu
left.
is unfazed and cracking as he leaves. Fredo might be overdoing his output here. He's throwing a strike about every 3 to 4 seconds. He's doing so in combination. This could really wear on him later on. Yes, they're only 2-minute rounds, but adrenaline's not always your friend. Oh, way, huge shot by Fredo.
Nice knee there from Gherdy.
Gherdy cools a cucumber. The pressure does not seem to bother him.
Hey, so I think that Fredo was applying most of the pressure that round. Gherdy kept his composure and kept moving around, but I think that the strike total advantage is going to go to Mathieu.
As a technical striker, yes, but I had Fredo landing more and landing harder, as well as being the aggressor. So I got to give that first round to Fredo. But with the kind of output we had, where he's running forward, like tie hopping into his overhand, and really throwing everything he has with everything he has, this second round might show him a little worse for wear, as Mathieu just kept his composure, picked him apart, ended the exchanges with shots, and caught him on the way out. So going into this second round, we might see Mathieu start to turn it up, because in between rounds, we see Fredo lounging back, resting on the cage, breathing real heavy. He might have just blown his wad a little bit, but if he can keep up that kind of pressure for the next 2 rounds, it's going to serve him really well. Matt did not seem to have an answer for that kind of pressure taking away the distance.
Yeah, Gherdy does not look to be breathing hard at all.
Nope.
Round number 2 coming up. Gherdy Mathieu in the red tape, Fredo in the blue.
Fredo breathing real heavy to start this round. Nice knee by Fredo. Big hands coming at him. Mathieu has to do something. If Fredo's going to be able to keep this up throughout the round, he'll need a finish in the third. Better off now just fighting back. Don't play so technical. Smash that left hand down his throat and get to it. Oh, wait. Huge shot by Fredo.
That was
360
slick.
spin.
And landed flush. You got to be a little careful with that spinning back action.
I can't wait to see that later in slow-mo.
Nice head kick there landed for Gherdy Mathieu.
Fredo really not showing much damage even after taking big shots.
Oh.
Big shots to the body by Mathieu.
Back-to-back big chops.
see when Matt starts putting his setups out there, Fredo kind of gets drunk on him. You saw he got to open up with that big head kick just after probing the jab out a few times. He's got to keep Fredo on the outside of that jab if he wants to make good on it, whereas Fredo is doing exactly what he needs to and really just getting in Matt's face a lot. Taking that long fighter and making him a short fighter puts him at a disadvantage. Great hand entrances.
Last few seconds here.
A much more even round 2. But the aggression favors the blue corner. Matt's just got to get it going. He's waiting too much. He's allowing the brawler to push him. He needs to be out there and be aggressive. No distance management, but keep him long, keep him at the end of the jab, keep him at the end of the 2, and use those long kicks up the middle to keep Fredo from blitzing with that overhand hook combination.
Currently, Mathieu hearing it in his corner from Thad Jean and Ginseng du Jour, a couple of Combat Night OGs.
Thad Jean recently took a huge W in the PFL Contender Series over another Florida local, and I believe Combat Night veteran Eric Aliquin.
Yep.
Aliquin was going in, I believe, 7-0. Thad Jean, I believe, 4-0. So it was a battle of the undefeated fighters, and Thad took a W. Really nice performance for him, getting him a contract with the PFL. That's another Combat Night OG in one of the big shows.
Third and final round coming up.
Fredo right back to that dog work, getting in Mathieu's face, push him into the fence and trying to make his reach advantage nullified. Man, Fredo's acting right, doing what he's got to do to keep it in his favor. He's even breaking for him. Nice to see Matt proactive.
Fast hands, man.
Great hands. Oh, wait. These guys are getting after it.
Hey, Mathieu is throwing some accurate shots that are devastating.
Banging on him. Beautiful work in the third.
He is really turning it up. But I think he needs to.
He has to. Mathieu absolutely has to finish in this third round for him to take this fight. First and second were close, but without a doubt, they were edged in Fredo's favor.
He's finding a nice rhythm in this third round, but he's really got to pick it up, just like that.
Yes, sir. There's only 2 minutes in these rounds, so you got to act fast and you got to be accurate and efficient with your attacks.
Mathieu's got to keep the pressure on, as Fredo is showing the wear and tear, but may have been too little too late.
Man, what a way to close out the third round.
Great
fight.
Mathieu went to work in that third round.
But was it too little, too late? You said it was a good size.
It'll go to the judges' scorecards, and if, you know, the first 2 rounds were close, so if either of those rounds got given to either man, they were both fighting for their lives in that third round.
Man, as a testament to the kind of show that Combat Night puts on, this is our 10th fight tonight and only our 2nd decision. This South Florida scene sends fighters in, and these boys and girls come to fight.
Absolutely. considering I felt like it was like nice to see Mathieu pick up the pace in the third round.
Yeah.
It could have just been a little too late. Because it seemed so different than the first 2 rounds. Yeah, he was really picking his shots. And had Fredo what they called bollocks.
The bullocks. He grabbed his sock and he got after it. Man, grit will pay dues. If you are willing to bite down on your mouthpiece and get in a guy's face, you can throw them off their game. You can take a lot of that technical finesse out of the equation and just turn into a doggone brawl.
The scorecards, and they've awarded your winner by way of unanimous decision out of the red corner, Gherdy Mathieu.
Gherdy Mathieu pulls the unanimous decision.
Man.
Out of the hat.
Out of the hat. I will say the more complete kickboxing style for the fight. But in terms of aggression and shots landed, I got to give those first 2 to Fredo.